Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? It's a wonderful weekend, of course, and I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much guys for joining from wherever you're joining me from Nigeria, from any African country, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Uganda, Zambia, Botswana, South Africa, Zimbabwe. Hello Olajire Reedwan, how are you doing today? Hope you are good. Good to see you. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Please like the video. Everybody just like the video one after the other. I need to see the like numbers increasing. Like this video. Hello, Olajure Ridwan, Fine Florence, Tijani Luashion, Onosoya Israel from Australia. Great. Tijani, well done. Adeniji, hello. Jim Momodukwe, Temitokwe, Don, Tala Films, Dagogo. Tala Films from Dubai, I think, right? Yeah, I think I know Tyler Films. I send you comments quite a number of time. Bio, everyone, hello guys, how you doing? Happy weekend from Abidjan, Olajire, Obina. Well, thank you so much guys for joining. So I need everybody on this video to like the video. And of course, today we're about to have a rival lifetime. I am here to have a conversation with you guys. It's about just 30 hours to the grand finale of the show. And I want us to review the biggest twist that happened this season. So a lot of season, right? And of course, we want to talk about them. So I want us to talk about the twist that happened, everything that happened during the Big Brother Naija show. And I feel that a lot of time, most of us, we're just looking at the show, the contestant at some particular point. We're not necessarily the content we wanted at some particular point. But guess what? I think that Big Brother kudos to Big Brother. Big Brother gave us an amazing show. Hello from Africa, from Liberia. Massa Titetso from South Africa. Massa from Liberia. Thank you so much. Okay, so from Kenya, thank you very much. So I want us to talk about what exactly happened for the twist, right? And I want to start with the wild cards. So today we're going to talk about the whole twist that happened, the wild cards. Now I want to hear your comments. What do you think about the wild cards? Perry and Maria, what do you think about them? What do you think? And how do you think they really played their game so far? Let me hear in the comment section, right? Somebody saying, thank you very much. Okay, somebody said I should talk about Angel. Angel, first off, Angel is 21. I know that sometimes we cannot say age and whatever, but Angel she's a growing girl. She's evolving. She has a story, right? And the story of Angel is, how would I put it? Angel's story is one that is very dicey. Growing up, you didn't grow up with your parents. You grew up with your grandmother. These people had their own style of training up a child, right? So you want to look at it from the standpoint of this girl had to deal with different things. She's had to deal with sexual molestation. She's had to deal with abuse as a child. She's had to deal with a lot of things. So when you look at Angel, don't blame her. Yesterday, we saw Cross, White Money, and Parrot discussing about Angel. And I like the way they were trying to be, very diplomatic about it. Because if you look at Angel right now, you really cannot insult her. You really cannot abuse her because she's gone through a lot of things. You remember that quite a number of times the psychologist has had to come into the house to come and, just, check up on her and know how she's doing, right? So for Angel, I think that she's going through a process. She's going through something, and I can assure you that she's going to find help after the show, right? Like I told you, I went for The Boss with Toke Makinwa, and of course, I know quite a number of people there on the production team. And guess what? I had to talk to somebody at a particular point, and they told me that, she's going to get help after the show is over. So somebody said, talk about the twist, but I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, we don't know what is going to happen. Tomorrow is the grand finale. And from everything I've been hearing, the two people who are topping the charts, the two people who are like leading, White Money and Liquorose are the two people that are leading the polls. Low key, I'm not privy to any information from Deloitte or whatever, but from what I can see here, the two people who are leading the votes, who are leading the polls from the public polls, right, are Liquorose and White Money. Perry also is a strong contender because of what happened, during the week with the whole fact that, he was asked to go and compete again with Angel and all of that, right? But right now, I want us to go straight into the gist for today. So let's start with the wild card. How do you think that Perry and Maria played the wild card fantastically well? I want to hear it. Let me know what you think, right? Do you think that Perry and Maria played the wild card very well? So I think that Perry and Maria started fantastically well. I like the fact that kudos to Big Brother. I'm going to give a round of applause to Big Brother because guess what? If Big Brother was not part of the conversation, if Big Brother did not take it upon himself to bring twist into the show, I'm going to first read out the number of twists that we had this year. Now listen, we had the wild cards. We had Big Brother after 2 weeks that the show was boring. Big Brother had to introduce 4 new housemates: Michael, KV, Queen, and of course JMK. Another one that came in was the head of house, veto power, where you have to, save every place, right? That was a twist. Another one that came up was the first runner up, veto power, where, Emmanuel had to choose who the head of house was going to be and all of that. Another one that came up was Maria's eviction prank, right? Where, they had to tell Maria that if you don't impress Maria, she's going to nominate you and ask you to leave the house. You remember that, right? Another one that happened was, Nini's prank. We had Nini's prank. We had what's her name? Liquorose's prank on Emmanuel. Then we have the top 6 housemates. So Maria and Perry did amazingly well. I think that both of them, Big Brother knew. Big Brother probably brought them in for a reason. You get what I'm talking about? I think the Big Brother knew what he wanted. So he already had the plan that there was going to be a twist. But of course, he had chosen 2 people, Maria and Perry, to be the guys who would execute the stars. So that part was very, very well articulated. And I think that Perry and Maria are people that have they're discerning. When they look, they know, they can read you. So Perry is a very intelligent guy. He had read the fact that Maria is the person who's wild card. And of course, if you listen to the diary session, right, you hear Maria also saying that Perry was also the wild card. So both of them knew that they were the wild cards. And of course, they were excited to be able to execute the task fantastically well, right? Now, one problem I think I have with Big Brother is the fact that after he tells you to execute the task, what happens? It tells you that you have a gift he's going to give you. But we don't see the gift at the end of the day. We don't see he told Nini, if you execute the task fantastically well, we're going to reward you. Nini left the house. We don't know what the reward is. I think the Big Brother in the subsequent editions, right? Once somebody executes a task immediately, give them their prize. If it's going to be a massage, it's going to be a spa session, if it's going to be food you want to give them, give it to them immediately. Don't come and tell us that you're going to give them a special whatever. And, those guys now execute the task very well, and now you don't reward them. I knew he rewarded, he rewarded Liquorose and Emmanuel with, a very fantastic dinner. And of course, so Perry and Maria executed the task well. Maria is one person who has executed the task very well. But guess what? She was not rewarded by Big Brother. We don't know what Big Brother gave her. When she was evicted, it was shocking eviction. Maria is somebody who would have been in the final, right? Okay, somebody said that Agnes said that he told me that her reward would be a dinner for 2 after the show. We all know how these things work. After the show, everybody moves on. I understand that they are bound by contracts, and I'm talking to you as for what I have conversed from previous seasons, winners of previous seasons. Once the winner is announced, everybody's focused on the winner. Do you hear them talking about the first runner-up? Nobody has time for the first runner-up. It is now for the first runner-up to be very intentional about their brand and to see how they want to make money. I am in the media industry. I know how these things work, right? So once the winner is announced, it's a winner take all thingy. So when they say, oh, and the winner is Angel, or the winner is Perry, or the winner is Cross, or the winner is Emmanuel, or the winner is Liquorose, or the winner is White Money. Once they do that, the focus of everybody moves. The focus shifts from whoever it is that came second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth to the person who became the first position. So I hope Nini gets her dinner. She had better go and get her dinner ready herself, right? But I think that, Perry did it fantastically well. Somebody said I should give you live for tomorrow. So guys, this I want to address this. Okay, I think Temitope Idris. For me to go live, it automatically means that, I'm not going to show you exactly what is happening on the TV screens. I might come on live here, right? So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to come on live right here on my channel, right? And of course, I'm just going to be giving you the updates of everything that's happening right here on TV, okay? That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to come out here live. I was thinking I would go for the after party so that I can bring you guys highlights from the after party. I'm trying to place a call. After this live, I'm going to place a call to one of the crew members of Big Brother Night to see if I can get an access. I should be able to get an access to the after party. The after party will be happening and all the housemates will be there. So I'm going to do my best to be at the after party. Hello, Zula Kila. I'm going to be in Sierra Leone very soon, right? Zula Lika 80 Tarawali, right? Thank you. So I'm going to do my best to come on live here tomorrow during the grand finale so that we can, I can just run you through whatever is happening, right? That being said, I want us to talk about introducing the 4 new housemates. So we had Michael, we had, who else did we have? We had Michael, we had KV, we had Queen, and of course we also had JMK. Now, I want to hear, what do you think about these 4 people? Personally for me, right? I'm good. I had to sleep. Somebody saying, am I okay? I'm very good. I've just had to sleep like over time. I've had a backlog of sleep. I've not slept. So I am doing fantastically well. And like I told you all before now, I am coming out with a podcast session. It's going to be fantastic and absolutely amazing. It's going to be a podcast for most of the Big Brother Naija alumni. People who have come for the show and all of that. They're going to come on the podcast show. So I'm going to let you know what it is, right? So let's talk about the 4 housemates. We had KV, Michael, Queen, and JMK. These 4 people it was very good that Big Brother introduced these 4 people to the show because the show was getting boring at some particular point and there was nothing to talk about. We had the likes of Beatrice in the house, who was wondering, what was happening with her. She had maybe she had a breakdown at some particular point. She wasn't sure if she was going to stay long in the game. But guess what? We had, thank you so much, Sheriff Becco, but we also had, the likes of Earrings and the likes of Nee. Nothing for those people. Those people just came to eat Big Brother's food. And that's the honest truth. Yanis was just there. He was the polymath guy who had an idea about anything, right? So, it was just the guy who had an idea about different things. We had me who was just built there and fighting for bread with, what's his name, with Cross. And that was all he was. And as soon as Big Brother took out those 3 people, he brought in 4 people. And then we began to see the twist. We began to see the fact that Jacoby moved to Michael, Boma moved to Queen. Before we said Jack Robinson, we saw JMK in an element dancing and twerking at parties. We saw a lot of things go down. And I think that twist was necessarily important for Big Brother to bring it to the show. I think we need to give Big Brother kudos because, listen, if Big Brother did not give us this twist, how would the show have been? The show would have probably been boring to a very, very particular point, right? Now, I want us to talk about Maria's eviction prank. So, for those in Sierra Leone, I'm going to be coming to Sierra Leone for the Echo Festival, right? Happening at the National Stadium, right? I'm going to be there. Zulalika, I'm going to be there. Kabaka is my friend from Sierra Leone. Kabaka is my friend, so I'll be there. Maria's eviction prank. I think that Maria was one of the people that Big Brother used in this show. Big Brother literally, it was more like Big Brother was trying to punish her. Not necessarily punish in the negative sense, right? But she was stressed. So Big Brother would come and tell Maria, you're the person who's the wild card. Maria, I need you to prank the houses and tell them they have to impress you. And if they do not impress you, right, you're going to have to evict them. And I'm wondering, why would you choose Maria? I think that Big Brother chose Maria especially. But did Maria have a deal with Big Brother? I don't know. But what I think is this. I think that Maria knew she was coming in to the show for the game, right? Somebody saying something. You're waiting for my collaboration with Austin Betha. Trust me, it's going to be an awesome time. Myself and Austin Betha. That's going to be the very first video I'm going to put out on this podcast show. Myself and Austin Betha, we have a collaboration right here. And of course, it'll be absolutely amazing. So, Maria was used over time by Big Brother. And I think that was why she came on the show. Did she come on the show? I didn't know the selection process. I didn't know how she was selected. I didn't know how Perry was selected. Well, guess what? I think that Maria knew what she was coming to do in the show. She knew that she was going to be used to do quite a number of things. What she was going to do, she probably did not know. But of course, she knew that she was going to be used on the show, right? Somebody said, can I help you tell, Alexia Umba said, please, can you help us tell Biggie to give White Money the 90 million? Now, we all know the White Money has got traction, right? White Money has got massive following. I saw a video this morning that showed a lot of people campaigning for White Money. It was more like a very big walk. And I'm wondering, wow. So this guy has this number of fans, right? Well, let's see how it works. Let's see whoever becomes the winner tomorrow. You might be shocked. Angel might win the show. I mean, it's Big Brother. And one thing I can tell you about the Big Brother show, they will never cut corners. It is very open. Do you know what it is? At that level, you don't want to cut corners because guess what? If it gets to the ears of people that you cut corners and you give somebody the winner and who was not the winner, it will spoil the reputation of the show. And that's what Big Brother is all about, right? So tomorrow, Angel might win. Emmanuel might win. You never can tell. It is by vote, like I told you, right? And that's what it is, right? So, like I said, for the winner tomorrow, I'm going to be here to just show you whatever it is. So, like going back to what I was talking about, Maria. Maria was one of the persons that Big Brother really used big time, right? And trust me, I feel that Maria did an amazing job. The one that really caught my attention was where she was crying. She cried out from the diary room, and she went there and she was literally crying. And I'm wondering, this girl is an actor. She is an actor. She really needs to give acting a shot. Trust me, if she gives acting a shot, it will really work for her. And I think that, Big Brother did not reward her. Why Big Brother did not reward her, I don't know, but I would have loved that Big Brother rewarded her for a job well done, right? That being said, I want us to talk about the double head of house. So Big Brother introduced the double head of house, and we had J. Paul and Jackie B. Now, let me tell you something about it. Somebody said, Brenta said, Maria's eviction killed the show. I was not her fan, but she brought content. The honest truth is this: Maria brought content. Thank you very much, Brenty Boy. Maria brought content to the show. Maria and Pere brought content. These guys, we're talking about Maria and Pere for 3 weeks. Do you know what it means to be talking about two people for 3 weeks? Then White Money got into the mix with Perez, trying to, shut down White Money and all of that. It was a mix. Then we also saw Queen come into the equation after she was trying to side White Money, when they were having a conversation, when they were having their own issues, right? Now, guess what? I think that Pere and Maria were fantastic content in the first week of the show. Now, I want to bring to your notice something. There's something about the Big Brother show. If you want to come on Big Brother, have a plan. If you want to come on Big Brother, have something you're doing so that after the show, you leave the show and go and do what you were doing before and try to grow it. Big Brother is not a place. Do you know what it means to? So I'm going to tell you something about myself. Most people see me, so beyond, I'm a vlogger. I vlog on YouTube, right? But this is not the only thing I do. I'm in the entertainment industry in Nigeria. There's no celebrity I do not know. There's no celebrity, your celebrity, that I do not know. From Two-Face to Olamide to Burna Boy, these people, I have a one-on-one conversation with them. I used to be at Hip TV. I was Hip TV's presenter for 4 years. I knew what it was. I was at Tiwa Savage's wedding in Dubai where she got married. I know Burna Boy one-on-one. I know Olamide. I know Wizkid one-on-one. I know Davido. This is not trying to, that's what I'm telling you, right? And I understand the way the industry works. Most people go into the show wanting to become superstars. One thing the Big Brother would do is Big Brother is going to give you a platform. Once Big Brother gives you a platform, you have to now build on the platform. So it's called show business. They call it show biz. You show up for the business. So a lot of your favorites, when they're done with Big Brother, nothing happens. The show has put them on a particular cadre. The show has put them on a step where they have to now start forming. They need to live a life that the show has placed them on. But guess what? They do not have the resources to live that kind of life. So that's what the show does to you. So you come for a show like Big Brother, then you're not popular, but you're broke. You know that you can really be popular and be broke, right? Check out previous seasons from the likes of Efe. Check out the Marvis. Where are those people right now? I'm not trying to spite anybody. Where's Thin Tall Tony? I'm asking you a question. Where's Thin Tall Tony? From 2 seasons ago, during Toby said and Thatcher said, where there were a lot of people that came on the show, and right now we cannot hear nothing about them. So that's what Big Brother does to you. It is only the winner that takes all. And sometimes, even the winners, you cannot hear shit about them. Where's Miracle? I'm just asking you, where's Miracle? Where is Efe today? Efe is a singer. He says he sings, right? I do not personally see Efe as a fantastic singer. That's the honest truth. I don't see him as a fantastic singer. Of course, I'm not trying to diminish his work, but I listen to music a lot. I understand what music is, right? I beyond this YouTube that I do, we sit down with artists. We're trying to sign music artists. We listen to the songs. There's something called A&R. We get to listen to your sound. We want to know if you have the sound that's going to sell in the market. Don Jazzy is my big brother. I see him once in a while. We talk about stuff and all of that. In fact, Rema, I remember Rema telling someone that, oh, he remembered when I interviewed him. I did not even know he was Rema at that time. Rema Zlatan. I was on Instagram one day and I was trying to check something on Zlatan's page. And I was seeing that Zlatan was following me and I wasn't even following him back. And I just literally had to follow him. So I probably done interviews for these guys when they were not even blown, right? Now, I'm now saying that when you come on Big Brother, you have to have a plan. Know what exactly you want to do. The likes of Peace, the likes of this one. This year was more like a fashion show. This one said, I have a fashion line, I have a fashion line, I have a fashion line. They've come out of the show right now. Where are the fashion lines? I have not seen Peace put out any outfit saying she's on. I mean, Peace came out of the show. You're a fashion entrepreneur. You do outfits and all of that. And guess what? You were not wearing your outfit. It was somebody else who was telling you. How well do you want to promote your brand if you're not wearing your brand? And that's the problem. So I know you want to come to Big Brother. A lot of people are saying I should go for the show. I don't think I want to go for the show, honestly. I think I'm just going to sit down here and just review the show because when you get outside of the house, it places on you unnecessary pressure. And that's the honesty, right? So somebody's saying Big Brother reward 500 naira, babe. Reward who with 500 naira? Somebody said, my only annoyance, and listen, my only annoyance this season is that Angel was first on us in the final. Was Angel first on us in the final? So, yes and no. Now, yes, in the sense that Angel was automatically going to be in the final. One thing you should know about the final is this. Big Brother will either have 5 people in the final or 6 people in the final. You get what I'm talking about? Big Brother don't have either 5 people or 6 people. Big Brother knew that these 2 people were not going to go home. That's what I can deduce from this conversation. Big Brother knew that Perry wasn't going to go home. He knew that Angel wasn't going to go home. All he wanted to do was create content. So listen, if Perry left the show and Angel left the show, what would have been left of the show? Remember that Perry was evicted on Sunday. And of course, Angel was evicted on Sunday and moved to the White Room. And what happened? We had White Money, we had Cross, we had Emmanuel, we had Liquorose. And I can tell you as a vlogger, somebody who brings you content, there was no content from White Money to Liquorose to Emmanuel to Cross for the number of hours that Perry and Angel were in the White Room. Every content that came in from the mansion was after Perry and Angel moved back into the mansion. So listen, Big Brother knew what he was doing. They didn't force Angel on us in the final, right? Angel was going to be in the final. What happened was the fact that Big Brother needed to generate content. Remember that over the last season, the final week is always boring. We don't have stuff to talk about. The housemates are just sitting. But people don't need that, okay, let's generate a bit of content. Till now, we're still talking about the content, right? Tomorrow's the grand finale. And that's the effect that Big Brother wanted to get. He wanted the stuff to trend. He wanted you to talk. He wanted rampage. He wanted people to say, if you don't bring Perry back into, he knew. See, Big Brother knew what he was doing, because if Big Brother really did not want Angel to be in the final, he wouldn't have put out the statistics, the whole percentage of voting. So he knew that you people were going to see that Perry will have about 10% more than Angel, and he knew that, you know what, why would you want Perry to go back and start fighting for his spot in the final? He knew that Nigerians were going to talk, he knew that Africans were going to talk, he knew that people in the diaspora were going to talk, so he needed that conversation. He needed to generate that conversation so that people would talk, and that was what he was exactly. So I don't think that Angel was, fussing us in the final, right? I don't think that Angel was fussing us in the final. So what else? Somebody said last week would have been boring if Perry and Angel were evicted. Honestly, last week would have been boring if Angel and Perry were evicted. Honestly, and that's the truth. Now we're talking about the fact that Cross and Angel are having issues. That has been the content that has been on for the last 2 days, right? That has been the content that's been on for the last 2 days. It's been Angel and Cross. And what's the problem? Angel is changing it for Cross. She's not talking to Cross. And Cross, yesterday at the jacuzzi party, that was the final jacuzzi party, they were ignoring each other. And that was what it was exactly, right? So I think that, it's the content for Big Brother. And beyond all of that, beyond everything we say, Big Brother wants to make money. The reason why the brands on the show, I beg, from what I heard, paid $2 billion to be the title sponsor of the show. Do you know what $2 billion is? That's about over $4 million. to be the title sponsor of the show. We also have Patricia, from what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but Patricia paid $1 billion to be, the associate sponsor of the show. So, like you said, somebody says, is Big Brother Nigeria overrated? Lima Echo is saying, is Big Brother Nigeria overrated? Thank you for the question. If I'm going to compare last year and this year, the lockdown season and the Shine Your Eyes season, I think that, this is a very tight question. What do you think? I think that the lockdown season was very interesting. And I'm not gonna lie. The lockdown season was interesting. It was the height. The whole Erika Lekon issue, the Kidwire issue, the whole Tolani Badge and Katrina issue, the whole Dorothy also Nengi triangle, the whole Prince and Nengi triangle. I think that, the lockdown season was absolutely interesting. I think that the season wasn't bad, right? Why was the lockdown season interesting? Because there was a lockdown. Everybody was at home. There was nothing we were doing. We were all at home. Nothing was happening. We were just watching the show. We were so happy that Big Brother came at that time. I think Big Brother was also very strategic with the fact that there was a lockdown. People were going to be home. That was the first time we were going to have a lockdown. So people were going to sit down at home to watch the show, right? And that was what it was exactly, right? Somebody said Perry had no content without white money. And saying, be honest, Perry had no content without white money. No, Perry had content, honestly, because it was a wild card. It was forced the content on his own. You understand? You get what I'm talking about. So that was what it was, right? I want to talk about this. Somebody said, I think the sponsors are all overall winners in all of this, to be honest. The sponsors made money. The sponsors really made money. So is Big Brother Nigeria overrated? Big Brother Nigeria is not overrated. It is still the biggest show in Africa, as I spoke with you. Big Brother Nigeria is the biggest show in Africa, and that is what I think personally, right? The double head of house. So why was I talking about you knowing what you want to do when you leave the house? I'm going to talk about J. Paul. J. Paul is my guy. He's a presenter, right? When I was at Hip TV presenting, he was at Rave TV presenting. J. Paul is out of the show. They are all vibing. I know that when you're out of the show, you want to vibe. You want to catch up with your friends. You want to ginger. You want to go to parties. You want to feel like a celebrity. Do you know what it means to be a celebrity? You have to have the money. You have to live the life. That's what it means to be a celebrity. And that's what exactly is happening. So most of these people are out of the show. The fans this year are not as crazy as the fans last year. The fans this year are not as crazy as the fans last year. Please hit the smash button. Please hit the like button. If you're watching this video, please hit the like button. Thank you so much, Omobala Ali Bakari. Thank you very much, right? Now, I'm going to say this. When you come outside of the show, you have to spend. This year, nobody has bought car for anybody. Nobody is buying car for nobody. Who have they bought a car for? No one. Everybody is hustling. And that's what it is exactly. So I'm sure that the lockdown season, guys, or this Shine Your Eyes season, guys, we're thinking that the lockdown season was going to be the same as the Shine Your Eyes season. You know what I'm talking about? So that was what we were thinking, right? And guess what? They are all out of the house right now. Whoever is going to get the car as we speak might just be white money or Liquorose. Those are the two people that are really leading right now from the polls I see online. I mean, the first and second. Both of them are very strong on Twitter. And by the way, Twitter has been, the ban on Twitter has been lifted in Nigeria. So you can get on Twitter and do your stuff and just be very civil about the conversations, right? Cars will still be bought for them. Perry has a car already. Whoever wins is the only person that's going to get a car. Trust me. As it stands right now, so I'm going to say something. I was in the group. I was just quiet. So, they have WhatsApp groups when the show starts. They'll say, come on the group. They want to gather supporters. So I was in some of the groups of these people, WhatsApp groups. I was in some of the groups. I wasn't saying a word. I would just be there and be watching. So one of the evicted housemates, a lady, she had a birthday recently, right? And guess what? They were trying to raise money to buy a car, 4 million. This Shine Your Eyes season, I was in one of the groups. And one of the female housemates was evicted. I'm not going to mention the name of the person, right? But guess what? They were trying to raise money to buy the car. But they couldn't raise the money. 4 million naira. And I'm like, 4 million naira? I mean, it's not much, right? To buy a car. the fans could not generate it. And that is not the only WhatsApp group they probably created. We had group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5. So guess what? Somebody said we're buying a house and car for Perry. Fantastic. Perry already has a car. Well, guess what? That is what it is exactly. I know a lot of lockdown season. Lucy just bought a car recently. That's to tell you exactly what it is. As soon as the show was over, Lucy just went straight back to her grilling business. And I can tell that Lucy is making big money. She's grilling for governors. She goes for house parties of senators to grill for them. And that's how she's leveraged on the platform to be able to make her own money, right? And that's what it is exactly. So for me, right, I think some people are saying that Twitter has not been lifted. Well, the federal government has said that Twitter ban has been lifted. I saw it online today that the ban on Twitter has been lifted as long as you use it for business and for civil, whatever, right? Somebody said based on gameplay, Perry should be the winner of Big Brother. He brought the most content, the so-called. Now, like I said yesterday in my live video, I said that one of the problems we create for ourselves is choosing our winner in the first week. So why are we going to choose our winner in the first week or in the second week? We have 10 weeks. We cannot be emotional about these things. So imagine that we started talking about the winner in the 7th week. Do you know how interesting this would have been? I know the white money is in the mouth of everybody. The chorus is in the mouth of everybody. But guess what? We started seeing Cross. We started seeing Perry. We started seeing the good sides of Perry. You know what I'm talking about? So it is always better that we don't choose our winner in the first or second week. That was what happened last year also with Lecon. Before you said Jack Robinson, everybody said his head was correct and all of that. But guess what? We knew, so we became too emotional. And like, no, it was Lecon that must win. I'm not saying Lecon shouldn't win. I'm not against anybody. I'm not for anybody. And that's the honest truth. Listen, I am not one for, for a particular housemate. Even if I look at the housemates on my TV screens, I'm just looking at whatever they're doing. And that's why I bring the blog, because I don't want it to affect my sense of judgment or my sense of presenting whenever I'm giving you my analysis. So that being said, these guys need to understand that if they don't work, they won't make money. I have friends from Big Brother who are my personal friends, very personal friends from Big Brother, from the Pepperdam season to this season. And guess what? Most of them are hustling. It's the honest truth. They are hustling. There's no money. If you don't work, you're not going to eat. And that's what it is exactly. So somebody said they're trying to buy a gift for parents in Sierra Leone. All the groups in Sierra Leone has come to one. Wow. So Lalika, congrats. Well done. Well done. You guys are doing very well, right? They're trying to buy gifts for. Okay, so most of you right now are in groups. What gifts do you want to buy for your favorites? I want to hear in the comment section. Most of you are in the groups right now. What gifts do you want to buy for your favorites? I want to hear. This season, nobody's buying a car for anybody. By now, people should have gotten a car for Maria for what she did. I mean, Maria had some fantastic fans. Maria had good fans. Maria had crazy fans. I was following her on social media. But guess what? Nobody has bought her a car. Yes, you can say that Maria probably has a personal car. You get what I'm talking about? As we speak right now, nobody bought Peace a car. Let me even say the name. It was Peace. I was in Peace's group, and they were trying to raise money for the car. 4 million naira. It didn't happen. When they brought the gift to her, the whole gift they bought was not up to 500,000. I'm telling you the honest truth. It was not up to 500,000, right? In the long run, right? So for me, from what I'm seeing right now, someone said they're trying to get a car for Saga and a trip to Dubai. Saga one is 90 million naira already. God Nini, I don't know what it is exactly. Saga, I know I'm still going to meet him because he's a friend to my friend. I'm still going to have him on the podcast. I'm going to have Saga on the podcast show, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to have Saga on the podcast show. And guess what? We're going to dive. In fact, if I can bring Saga and Nini on the podcast show, let's see live after Big Brother. So the whole series will be live after Big Brother, right? And guess what? I'm going to have both of them. We're going to talk about it. And I'm going to see how their life has evolved. A lot of them are going to leave Abuja, whatever they are. They're going to come to Lagos because Lagos is the place, right? Somebody said Big Brother Sakpa edition. Peace didn't make an impression at all. See, so when you look at the show, you tend to like someone, right? If it's a lady, you want to say, oh, I like this guy. If it was a guy, you say, I like this lady. Somebody that I really kind of liked on the show was Peace. Why? Because she had attitude. She was very outspoken. She knew what she was. If you looked at her in the first week when she won the head of house, she was trying to coordinate the people. Even when people were trying to fight, she was in charge. She was a lady who was in charge. But guess what? After that, nothing happened. Nothing happened to her. In the long run, we were just looking at her. She was just there trying to get in between Jackie B and Michael. She was just hugging Michael everywhere, and she'll be picking Michael. And I'm wondering, is that what you're here to do? No impression so far. Nothing from Peace. And if I'm going to see her, I'm going to meet Peace. Yeah, I might meet her on Sunday tomorrow because I should be at the after party after the show. And I'm going to tell her one-on-one. You didn't create an impression. You were just there. Nothing happened. We're not hearing from you. Peace hardly headlined any conversation during the show. Somebody said Princess got the car from her fan. She didn't get the car from her fan. I don't, at least as the lights I checked. She eventually said that car was not hers. They didn't give her a car. They didn't give her a car. How many fans did Princess have? Princess, her brother was trying to even, tell her that she was going to eliminate her at a particular point. Yusuf got a gift. Yusuf got an iPhone 12. You fans are very wicked. You fans, you are very wicked people. How would you give Yusuf everything he did in the show, iPhone 12? Come on. That's not good, right? So let me talk about Saga and Liquorose's prank. Like we all know, Saga messed up. He did not. The whole twist people brought on the show. Saga did not do justice to the gist, to the twist that Big Brother gave him to do. He didn't do justice to it. Liquorose did justice to it, and of course, she got rewarded for it. Now they have what you call it? Do you realize, please, before I go on, do you realize that the housemates last year really cashed out? Thank you very much, Free. The housemates last year cashed out very well. Do you know that Nengi has a house? Do you know that also has houses on the island? Do you know that also has ambassadorial deals? Do you know that Tony Bach is doing fantastically well, has a T-Bike Express? Do you know that Erika one day said, somebody asked Erika that if you take out 1 million from your money, how much would you have left? And Erika was like, she'll have 1 billion left. And I'm saying that it's very possible that Erika is a billionaire. She has fantastic deals. What does it take to be a billionaire? 100 million naira in 10 places. If she has a deal for 100 million, all she needs to do is have 10 of those deals and she's a billionaire. And that's all it takes, right? So that's what we're trying to talk about in the long run, right? You have to hustle. If you're coming on the show, you've got to hustle. So Liquorose and Saga's prank, Saga messed up his prank and all of that. Nini's prank on Saga. 1 minute, please. Somebody said that Lekon is building his 4th house. Do you hear that? Lekon is building his 4th house. Okay. So if you're coming on the show, you know exactly what you're doing. Will the ex-housemates come for the Saturday night party? I don't know if the ex-housemates will come for the Saturday night party, but of course, we're all going to be watching it on the screens. I'm going to bring you a highlight of the Saturday night party, right? I'm going to bring you the highlight of everything that happened, that's going to happen tonight on the Saturday night party. So Judge Action said the show hasn't ended because the truth is this. We already know how the show is going to go. There are 2 people who will probably be on that stage tomorrow that I know. Let me say 3 people who I think will be on that stage tomorrow. White Money, Liquorose, and Perry. Those 3 people might be on the stage tomorrow. Those 3 people. Is there going to be White Money and Perry? Or Perry and Liquorose? Or Liquorose and White Money? Or Liquorose and Perry? From what I see, personally, right? Okay. Let me move on. Femi, I think the problem with this, fantastic. Thank you so much. The problem with this set, Ebuka will come on every day and tell them, why are you talking about the outside world? At some point, they were even talking about former housemates. And I'm wondering, focus on your job. The reason why you could talk about former housemates is because they also created content. So what content do you want us to create, to remember about you? You're just here talking about, previous housemates, talking about Lilo, talking about whoever it was, Lekon and Erika, when you should be all building your own content. I'm wondering what their reunion is going to look like. Well, guess what? We're going to be here. They were all being calculated. Angel will always be looking at the camera. White Money, sometimes we know that the camera is also on him, and let's just be very sincere. Well, see, let me tell you something. Recently, when they were 6 in the house, White Money knows that these guys are sleeping, right? And guess what he will do? I'm very calculated person. I'm very intuitive. He will wake up and go to the kitchen and start singing. See, Big Brother has nowhere to put the camera anymore because the people are sleeping. All he will do is put the camera on whoever is active. And that is what it is exactly, right? So I think that if there's room for them not to discuss, like Omobolali said, there should be room for them not to discuss about the viewers or the ex-husband. They should be fine. From next season, they should be fine. White Money knows where the cameras are, and that's why every time he goes there, he will just be singing. And he'll be arranging songs. I'm saying, oh, 1, dia, view, oh, 3. He knows what exactly he's doing. Yet he will never look at the camera. Thank you very much, Fee. He will never look at the camera. Cross was a very fantastic guy. Cross is a funny guy. He was a very carefree guy. Not carefree per se, was a very, very, very funny guy. Big Brother is a show, like George Eshiesen just said, it's scripted and people just want to live their lives. But in the long run, you need to make an impression. People who have I am struggling to remember people who have left the show as I speak with you. Some people have not gotten any deal at all. People like GMK. I've not seen a deal that they got. Beatrice has gotten a few deals. Earrings, I don't know what's up with him. Did Niyi tell us that he was an artist before he came on the show? Right now, he has done a song with 2 Nigerian artists. He has done a song with 2 Nigerian artists. And I'm not listening to the song because Niyi did not tell us he was an artist when he was coming to the show. And right now, I was just on YouTube and I saw Niyi featuring somebody and some maybe Reminisce or someone. And he's singing. And I'm wondering, the reason why you come to a show like Big Brother. So, I am a TV host. I host reality shows. I hosted a reality show recently. I'm a presenter. I host shows. If I come on a show like Big Brother, Ebuka should know that if he leaves that set, I'm going to be the next person. And that is what it is. That is what you should go on a show to do. So I tell people, if I'm going to go on Big Brother, yes, it's a fantastic platform. It's a bigger platform. When I get on that show, when I come out of that show, you all will know that this guy is a presenter, he's a TV host. And that is what exactly it is. But these people just come. You're not selling your brand. Lekon came day one. And what he was doing was to tell us that, guess what? I am an artist. He started singing a song. He started rapping and all of that, right? And that is what it is. So most of these housemates, what is Peace doing? Please tell me, what is Peace doing right now? What is Sammy doing? Sammy is still a student. What is he doing? Nothing. What is Earrings doing? Nothing. What is Tega doing? She's doing the talks. I've not seen anything. These guys are literally not doing anything, right? Somebody said to me, Eunice said to me, I feel White Money is the most strategic housemate. I think White Money is very strategic. White Money knew what he was doing. See, I'm not being tribalistic here. White Money came in to represent the Igbo clan. And he did that fantastically well. 1 minute. He did that fantastically well. White Money came to represent the Igbo clan. His outfit was looking Igbotic. He would come, he would give you the daddy vibe, the uncle vibe. He would come and tell you, we even speak his language and try to interpret it. He would stay in the kitchen. And some of you will say that, White Money kitchen was a strategy. Do you know what it takes to cook for people for 90 days, for 70 days? Do you know how stressful it is to be in the kitchen? I like to cook, but sometimes when I'm talking to you, I'm thinking of ordering soups. I'm thinking of calling a caterer to say, hey, come, I need this bowls of soup, please send them so that I can put them in my fridge. So White Money has done fantastically well to put himself out there. If White Money comes outside of this show, trust me, he's going to be a big boy. Whether he wins it or he does not win it. He's a very smart guy. He played the game. He was political at some particular point. Himself and Perry, he will be telling guys that, you know what? He knows that Perry doesn't like him, but he'll be giving Perry the biggest food. You don't get what I'm talking about. He will give Perry the biggest meal. He will tell Perry, he will serve Perry's meal specially. I'm like, this guy is strategic. You know that Perry does not like you, but guess what? He will give him the best meal. He will serve Perry first. You see, Perry, I was telling someone that if I was in the house, Perry would not, come on. Perry will not challenge me. Perry will not come to me like he came to White Money. And that's the honest truth, because I literally will not take rubbish. So White Money knew what he was doing. He played the PT party board at some point. He played the kitchen game at some point. He was literally strategic. But you know what? He did it in a very subtle way that nobody was, really observing. And that was what it is. Now I want to ask you one final question before we end this live show. Who do you think will win the show? Let me hear in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win the show tomorrow? Who is winning the show? Somebody said White Money is winning the show. Somebody said praying from Saga's interview. He will surely do well because it comes to show. Saga, the only thing he drew was Boomer stuff. I think the Saga tried a bit. At least it showed us he had the art, whatever, right? Some White Money. Somebody said White Money for sure. Somebody said Perry will win. Sure. I hope you guys voted because I think the voting lies in close. Will Angel win? I don't think Angel is a contender for the prize. Let's be very honest. I don't have opinions, but I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't think that Angel is a contender for the prize. Queen is a beautiful girl. She's a sweet girl. I hope that Queen and Mazzy White Money end up together. I hope they date. I think that they understand themselves, right? And I think the Queen will listen to White Money. I think the White Money also listen to her. And I think they will do amazing well, right? White Money, White Money. Someone said Liquorose. Or Liquorose, right? There are some Liquorose fans here. White Money, White Money, White Money, White Money, White Money. Why do you think White Money will win the show? Let me talk to Judge Essien, but I think Judge Essien always has different views. Judge Essien, let me hear what he has. Why do you think White Money will win? Where is Boma? Somebody says, where is Boma? I don't know where Boma is. I don't know where Boma is. Not to judge anyone. We all sing differently. Boma, I think that it would have been better if Boma didn't come on the show. That's my thought. I think that it would have been better if Boma didn't come on the show. Adebero, Adebisi, can you bring someone on the live too? I might do that tomorrow, okay? I might bring one or two people on the live show tomorrow. So you can go to my DM. My DM is at the Femi Daniel on Instagram. Let me type it. The Femi Daniel. For those of you who don't, you can follow me on Instagram. So I'm typing my handle. That's my handle on Instagram, right? I might do that tomorrow I'm just doing a StreamYard. That's my handle at the Femi Daniel. So you can send me your email, go send me a DM on Instagram. I will check it after this live so that I can probably get to add you on the live tomorrow when I come on live before the grand finale. Let's talk about everything. Let's have a recap of the whole show, right? So Liquorose, White Money, and all of that. And that's why, so I think that Boma, it would have been better if Boma didn't come on the show because there were lots of negative than the positives for him. From the Angel, from him crossing Angel to having issues, from him not even being strategic about the girls. I know you want to get down with the girls, but you have also got to be very strategic about it. You can't just be going about and patching. See, you could look messy at some particular point, right? You could look really messy going from girl to girl, girl to girl, right? And that is what it is exactly. So I think they would have been better if Boma did not come on the show because the rating he had when he came on the show is not the rating he has right now. He has nose dive, right? Next year, we don't want Big Brother MasterChef here, right? I hope they bring back the Big Brother All-Stars, right? We might have the Big Brother All-Stars. For people in Ghana, I hope there's Big Brother Ghana very soon. Free, I don't know Emmanuel personally, right? I hope they have Big Brother Ghana very soon, right? It will be amazing. People in Sierra Leone, AYV is now on DSTV. AYV is on DSTV. We were hoping that for Sierra Leone, we might have a Big Brother Salon. But of course, you guys have the Salon housemates already. So that also, substitutes for that. Boma made a huge mistake. I understand. People think differently. For Boma, if he had done it behind closed doors where there were no cameras, it was a different thing, right? But for Boma, what he did was right there, on the screens, and it was really, really crazy. And that was it for him, right? Emmanuel did not sell himself personally. Emmanuel only sold himself through Liquorose because he was with Liquorose. He's in a relationship with Liquorose. That is why we're hearing about Emmanuel. And somebody says South Africa needs Big Brother. Yes, you guys need Big Brother. Somebody needs to buy the franchise. All you need to do is buy the franchise, and of course you're good. You need a DSTV platform to also air it because DSTV is in South Africa. DSTV is in South Africa and of course in Nigeria. So I think that tomorrow, by the show starts for 7 p.m. I'm going to be here for 6:30 so that we all can, do the build up to the show tomorrow, right? And I'm hoping as soon as I'm done with this, I would like I said, if you want to join the live stream tomorrow, I'll do my best to be able to send you the links to have people come join, like 3-4 people. Let's have a conversation about what you think will happen in the grand finale tomorrow. Femi, which two evicted housemates would you have loved to see in the finale? Thank you for that question, Anne Maria. Two evicted housemates I would have loved to see in the grand finale. Maria obviously would have been very good in that. Maria would have also been very good for that. And I think that who else has left the house, please? Who else has left the house? Give me a minute. I would have loved to see Maria and Michael. Michael would have been good in the grand finale. Michael would have been very good in the grand finale, honestly, right? Somebody says South Africa has Big Brother Mzansi. Okay, so, we're not hearing from them, right? So they should come up with it. So I think that I would have loved to see Maria and Michael. Michael is an amazing guy. He didn't spend more than 4 weeks in the house, but he sold himself. That is what most of this house. You'll be amazed and see how broke some of these houses they end up becoming. It's the honest truth. Let me give you an example. This is not to spite anybody. Listen carefully. I saw a video before I saw what I want to say. I saw a video of Boma and Tega's husband, and I'm wondering what is this dynamic? You're sitting with a guy who messed with your woman, and you guys are laughing, and I'm wondering exactly what it is. Anything for showbiz. People will do anything for showbiz, and that's where the problem is, right? I gave two housemates from previous season of Big Brother Naija. I gave them less than $100 each to attend an event. And I'm telling you that you can finish Big Brother and be broke. So if you want to go for Big Brother from here, if you're part of people watching me, a lot of people are saying, "Try me go for Big Brother." I don't think I'm interested, honestly. But if you want to go for Big Brother, right? Know what you're doing. Be ready for the dragon. Know exactly what you want to do after the show. Once you're done with the show, forget about the hype. Go back into what you're doing and focus on it and put the whole traction you have on what you're doing, right? Somebody said, how come this season has no celebrity guests? Kosi Hills. The reason why this season has no celebrity guests is because of the COVID, right? The whole pandemic. They don't want people coming in and out. And guess what? It also costs them, it reduces money spending because for every time you have to bring in a guest, some people will tell you you have to pay for them to come into the show. So when they came back, when Big Brother Naija started for the season 2, they needed to use that to spice things up. But when they found out last year that they could literally do without the celebrities, it made a lot of sense. They didn't have to spend money to bring anybody. They didn't have to tell someone to go into isolation for you. Because imagine wanting to bring Don Jazzy into the house right now. And whereas these guys have quarantined before they came into the show. So you saw Don Jazzy on social media live yesterday, and the following day is in Big Brother house. You're wondering, how do you bring someone from outside into the house? And that's what exactly it works, right? I'm going to answer a few more questions. Kingsley Calvin says, truth be told, this season's BBN is just a big name with content. Big BN Lockdown season 5 is better than this. Absolutely, Big BN Lockdown is still the best so far. And I think that Messi and Pepperdam, I think Pepperdam also, Messi and Thatcher season and Michael Edo's season was also the best, right? How do people feel that people like Boma, Perry, and Michael come on the show on the franchise, then come back to us? We have BB, but wouldn't be marketable. Some people will not be marketable after the show. That's the honest truth. Some people will not be marketable after the show. Mugode says Maria was too rude. Was Maria rude? People have different upbringings, and I think for Maria, she just knew where she was. She had a class, and some people will not bring down their class for you. That's the honest truth. So, comment why am I not interested in Big Brother? I feel that you're going to be putting your personal life out there. As much as I'm an outdoor person, I'm a presenter and all of that, you're going to put your personal life out there. And of course, there's a whole lot of pressure. Not because I can't live up to the expectations or the pressure, right? But I mean, quite a number of things that, people want to get after the show. I probably have a car, of course, to God's glory, I have a car. I stay in my apartment and all of that. But there's a pressure that comes with it, right? The only reason why I would probably want to come on the show is to probably be the next host of Big Brother, because that's how he works. Ebuka never knew he was going to be the host of Big Brother, right? He was part of the Big Brother Naija the first season, and boom, here's the next show. Look at Toby Bakri. He left Big Brother Naija and started hosting MTN, Yellow Star. So if I'm ever going to go, for Big Brother, it would just be to just, put more spice in my career as a presenter, right? Femi, it's still early days. Why not wait till next year? Well, let's see how it works. Let's wait till next year, like you said, right? Let me come back to the US, Boma. Well, for Boma coming back to the US, I don't know what exactly he wants to do. I don't know. He's still in Nigeria. I don't know how he wants to market himself. I don't know the brand that wants to sign them. I hope they get brands to sign them, right? What time tomorrow? The show starts at 7 p.m. I'll be live 30 minutes before the show. I'll be live 30 minutes before the show so that we all can converse and see what's going to happen. George Essien says, Femi for Big Brother 2022. Yes, man. I'm not sure yet. Let's see how it goes. I mean, all of you are going to be here waiting for me to give you content, right? All of you here, waiting for me to give you content, right? And let's see how it works, right? We're going to see how it works next year, But I would love to just give you guys content here. Just talk to you. Hello, Miss J. How are you? Miss J is from, she's the person that could sing the Nigerian national anthem very well. I mean, it was good to hear you sing that yesterday. What is the age limit for Big Brother? There's no age limit for Big Brother, but you shouldn't be too old. We have a 36-year-old person on the show. Perry is 36, right? Steve says they will vote for me, right? Okay, let's see what happens. If I'm going to go for Big Brother, you guys will don't. right? The day I entered, because when you're going for Big Brother, they will tell you not to tell people. They will tell you not to tell people. Thank you so much. They will tell you you can't tell people you're going for the show. So the day I'm going to go for the show, right? If I am going to go, I'm just going to drop, the day I enter the house, a video is going to drop on this channel telling you guys to go vote for me, right? And of course, that's all it's going to be. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I really appreciate you. Like I told you earlier on, I'm going to have a podcast session. So after Big Brother, there's going to be a podcast session of alumni, people who have gone for the Big Brother show, right? I'm going to have them come on my podcast, and we're going to have conversations about life after Big Brother. You're going to see your favorite people on the show. I'm going to have people also from the lockdown season, the likes of Ozzo, the likes of Nengi, the likes of Eric, the likes of Lilo, the likes of Lucy, the likes of Katrina. They're going to come on the podcast, and guess what? We're going to have conversation about life after Big Brother, and of course, it's going to transcend beyond Big Brother. There's also going to be conversations about things that are happening in Africa, right? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much. Please like this video. For those of you who have not liked this video, I can see you watching. Thank you so much. Like this video, and I really want to say thank you for your time here. Dolapo, thank you so much. You're the BBN best analyst. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the comments, the likes, for conversing with me throughout the show. Right? Tomorrow I'm going to be here by 6:30. To start the conversation about the grand finale, right? So, like I said, if you want to come on the live tomorrow, please go into my my Instagram page, the Femi Daniel, and get to send me a DM, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Benty Boy Steve. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is going to be another time where we get to converse and have fun and have a ride of a lifetime. Until next time I come your way very soon, it's bye for now. I'm going to give you a video later tonight about the after party. It's going to be the final party. I hope the Big Brother allows the other housemates, the evicted housemates, to come in for the Saturday night party. It will be the final party of the season. And of course, tomorrow, there's going to be an after party. I'm going to go for the after party tomorrow. I'll do my best to go for the after party tomorrow so that we can have, content. I'm going to bring you content of everything that's happening, right? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Until next time I come with very soon, it's bye for now. God bless you all. Thank you.